was a time I chased the fire. Thought love was loud and never tired. I mistook noise for being strong, and Mr. Bright for just not wrong. I held on tight to empty vows. Daily forever meant right now. But midnight taught me different things about what love is supposed to bring. And see a woman try to stay while her heart was slipping away, smiling through the quiet ache, giving more than she could take. She didn't need a grand display, just someone true in simple ways, someone who wouldn't leave her blind when the world got hard sometimes. So let love lead, not pride or fear. Let it walk slow, let it stay near. Let it listen more than speak. Let it be gentle, let it be deep. If love is real, it doesn't rush, but shows up when the night's on us. If it's gonna last, let it be something calm. Let love lead. I've watched promises fall apart from careless words, unguided hearts. I've seen forever lose its weight when spoken just a little late. Some men talk big but leave too soon, disappear like a fading moon, and leave a woman questioning if love was ever meant for her skin. But love ain't meant to break you down or leave you crying without a song, with a confusion dressed as fate. We're waiting on someone to change. Real love knows how to stay, even when there's nothing to say. It don't make you beg or plead. It goes off a chair and lets you breathe. So let love lead, be kind. Let it ease the worry in her mind. If love is strong, it won't compete. It won't make her feel incomplete. If it's gonna last, let it be soft and true. Let love lead. The hard way, time and time. Love ain't proven by sacrifice. You shouldn't lose yourself to stay, or slowly fade just to be loved halfway. A woman deserves a steady hand, someone who understands that love don't conquer, love agrees. Love stands still and doesn't leave. So if you're listening in the dark, wondering where the good hearts are, have you been loyal, still got scars? For the
There's a chair by the window still, where the moonlight used to lay. She'd sit there humming soft and low at the end of every day. The house don't sound the way it did when her laughter filled the rooms. Now the silence knows my footsteps, and the walls remember too. She never needed much at all, just honesty and time. She believed in simple promises and thought love read the signs. I was young and thought tomorrow would just wait around somehow. Didn't know the cost of leaving till she wasn't here right now. The night still knows her name, whispers it in every sound. Every star above this town still shines the same. I can't erase the way she stayed, even when I walked away. Time moves on, but it's still true. The night still knows her name. I see her in the quiet things, like coffee left too long, like folded shirts I never wear, like an unfinished song. She loved me in the ordinary, in the spaces in between. I was chasing something louder while she was loving me. She had a way of listening like nothing else existed, like every word I said was something worth remembering. She forgave me far too easily, mistook patience for my care. I thought love was never fragile till I learned it disappears. and the night still knows her name, calls it out when lights go down. In the cracks of this old town, it sounds the same. I cannot run the truth I lost, a heart that loved me at no cost. No matter what tomorrow brings, the night still knows her name. If I could speak into the dark, I'd tell her what I see now, that love ain't proven by leaving, or pride you won't lay down. Some hearts don't come back twice, some doors don't open again. You don't know the worth of heaven till you've lived without it then. Now I walk these rooms alone, older than I planned to be, learning things too late in life about love and loyalty. If she ever hears the wind or the way the night can sigh, I hope she knows she mattered, even if I never said it right. 'Cause the night still knows her name, writes it in the silver sky, and every slow and lonely night it stays the same. I've made my peace with where she went, but I still feel what love once meant. No matter how the years may change, the night still knows her name. Some loves don't fade away, they just learn how to be quiet.
I've known the taste of lonely nights, when the truth comes slow and hard, when you lay awake replaying words like letters never sent from the heart. I've felt the weight of being left without a reason why, when love packed up and disappeared like a last train passing by. I could have let the anger stay, could have learned to live that way, let every hurt turn into stone, and call that strength, call that home. But I've seen what bitterness does, turns good men cold inside. I didn't want to lose myself just to say I survived. Love didn't leave me bitter, it left me wiser than before, taught me how to close some doors and still believe in more. I've cried my tears, I've healed my scars, I've learned just who I am. Love didn't leave me broken down, it left me a better man. I watched a woman love too hard, try to carry both their weight. She forgave what shouldn't be forgiven, called neglect a simple phase. I saw her question every flaw, like love was something she had failed, when all she did was give her heart to someone who couldn't stay. So now when love comes knocking soft, I don't answer out of fear. I don't confuse the sound of silence with someone being near. I've learned that real love doesn't hide or make you doubt your name. It doesn't leave you guessing or praying it won't change. Love didn't leave me bitter, it didn't turn my heart to stone. It showed me how to stand alone without feeling alone. I don't hate the ones who left or curse the roads they ran. Love didn't leave me broken down, it left me a better man. Some lessons only come with loss, some truths take time to hear. You don't grow by staying angry, you grow by facing fear. If love ever comes again, I'll meet it where I stand, with open eyes and open hands. So if you're hurting in the dark, feeling used, feeling small, thinking love just ruins hearts and takes more than it costs, know this now, you're not alone, and you won't stay this way. Pain may knock, but it don't live in a healed heart's place. Love didn't leave me bitter, it didn't steal my belief. It taught me grace, it taught me peace, and how to let love breathe. I still believe in something real, something honest, something true. Love didn't leave me bitter, it just showed me what to do. Some love comes to stay, some love comes to teach. I used to think love would just wait, like it understood my pride. I thought tomorrow was a promise, not a door that sometimes hides. She asked for time, I gave excuses. Asked for truth, I gave my side. I was so busy being certain, I never saw her quietly cry. She didn't ask for diamond rings or words too big to mean, just wanted me to notice all the spaces in between. She spoke in patience, spoke in grace. I answered with delay. I thought love would forgive forever, I didn't know it walks away. I learned too late, but I learned some hearts don't heal twice. You don't get endless chances to finally get it right. Love don't wait on good intentions or promises unheard. I lost what mattered most to me. I learned too late, but I learned. Watched her grow quieter right in front of me. She stopped fighting for us
and I called it peace. I mistook her silence for everything being fine. Didn't know she was letting go one goodbye at a time. Now I hear her in my thoughts when the house is still. Every if I only had, every wish I would have will. I don't blame her for leaving. She stayed longer than she should. I was given all the signs and I misunderstood. I learned too late, but I learned that love needs more than time. It needs a heart that listens, not just ears that hear sometimes. You can't love someone halfway and expect them not to burn. I lost what mattered most to me. I learned too late, but I learned. If you're holding someone's heart tonight, don't treat it like it's strong enough to wait. Say the words you're saving for later. Later's how love slips away. A woman don't leave all at once. She leaves a little every day, till one morning there's nothing left but the lessons she couldn't stay. I don't wear my regret like chains, I carry it like truth. Some lessons come with gray in your hair and a little missing you. If love ever finds me again, I'll know just what to do. I won't ask it to wait on me, I'll meet it halfway too. I learned too late, but I learned what love was asking for. Not perfection, just presence, not words, but something more. If you're lucky enough to have it, don't let it go unearned. I lost what mattered most to me. I learned too late, but I learned. Some lessons write themselves after love is gone. She waited by the phone at night, like hope was something you could hear. Every ring felt like a promise, every silence fed the fear. She told herself he'd come around, that love just needed time. She was faithful to a future he never had in mind.
She made excuses for his absence, called neglect a busy day, learned how to smile in conversations while her heart was slipping away. She loved him in the quiet ways, cooked his meals, said her prayers, believed that patience was a virtue, even when it wasn't fair.
She waited longer than she should have, held on harder than she ought. She gave him every chance she had, till there was nothing left to give but thought.
Love kept asking her to leave, hope kept telling her to stay.
She waited longer than she should have, and it cost her more each day.
Her friends all saw it coming, but love don't listen to advice. When you've invested all your heart, walking away feels like a price. She remembered who he was once, not who he'd become. She kept loving his potential while he was already done.
She stopped asking where he'd been, stopped asking what was wrong, started carrying the weight of pretending she was strong.
She confused endurance for devotion and silence for peace. Didn't know she was disappearing just to keep love sweet.
She waited longer than she should have, the lead words over truth. She trusted that he'd wake up one day and love her like he used to.
But love ain't meant to starve a heart or make you earn your place.
She waited longer than she should have, till she couldn't recognize her face. There's a difference between commitment and being afraid to be alone, between fighting for what matters and begging love to come home.
A woman shouldn't have to fake just to prove that she's enough. Real love don't need convincing, it already shows up.
When she finally packed her bags, there were no words left to say, just a quiet kind of freedom mixed with grief she couldn't shake. She didn't leave 'cause she stopped loving, she left 'cause love was gone. She waited long enough to learn that staying would be wrong.
She waited longer than she should have, but she didn't wait in vain. She learned her worth in the leaving and carried it through the pain. If you're listening and hurting now, wondering if you should stay, don't wait longer than you should have. Love shouldn't beg you to stay. Goodbyes are mercy disguised as pain.
She loved with both eyes open, never learned how to pretend. She believed in forever, even when it came from friends. She let people close enough to see her fragile side. Didn't know the ones she trusted would be the first to lie.
They said her heart was foolish, said she gave too much away. But kindness isn't weakness, it's just honest in its way. She loved without conditions, spoke the truth instead of games. Never thought that loyalty would be the real reason for her pain.
Soft hearts bruise the deepest when the truth comes falling down. They don't break all at once, they ache in ways that don't make sound. If you've ever loved sincerely and it cuts you to the bone, soft hearts bruise the deepest, but they still learn how to grow.
A best friend crossed the boundary, a secret crossed the line. A love she trusted fully shows betrayal over time. She blamed herself for trusting, for believing what she saw. Didn't know the fault belonged to those who broke the law.
She questioned every memory, wondered what was ever real. Started guarding conversations, stopped saying how she feels. But pain don't mean you're broken, it means you dared to care. And the ones who fear commitment are the ones who wound the fair. Soft hearts bruise the deepest, they don't know how to defend. They assume love means protection, not a knife from someone's hand. But a heart that stays compassionate after everything it's known is stronger than the hardest ones that never fully open. Don't harden what makes you human.
Don't apologize for life.
The world already has enough walls.
It needs hearts that choose what's right.
Healing doesn't mean forgetting,
It means learning who to trust.
and loving yourself enough to walk away when love turns rough. Now she's careful, not afraid.
There's a difference, yes, it's true.
She still believes in love.
Just not the careless kind she knew,
She won't beg for honesty.
or chase what doesn't stay,
She learned her worth in silence.
and found strength the quiet way.
Soft hearts bruise the deepest, but they don't stay on the floor. They rise with deeper wisdom and stronger boundaries than before.
If you're listening and hurting, wondering why you feel alone, soft hearts bruise the deepest,
But they heal into a home.
tender hearts survive.
Because they know how to heal. She's not looking for fireworks or words dressed up in gold. She's had enough of promises that crumble when they're told. She's learned to read the silence and the way a man remains. Not how loud he says I love you, but how he knows her pain. She don't need to be rescued or chased like something rare. She just wants a steady presence that shows up when she's scared.
someone who listens closely when she speaks in broken tone. A love that doesn't guess at her, a love that knows her name. I want love that knows my name, not just the shape I wear. A hand that holds my history and treats it with some care. I don't need a perfect story, just something honest and the same. I'm waiting for the kind of love that truly knows my name. She's been mistaken for being strong when she was just surviving, carried wounds behind her smile while quietly deciding that love should feel like shelter, not like walking in the rain. She's done proving she's enough. She knows she is the same. She won't beg for reassurance or compete for someone's time. She won't settle for confusion or affection part-time. If he wants her, he'll be clear. If he stays, he'll stay. She's done translating mixed signals into words he didn't say. I want love that knows my name, that hears me when I sigh, that notices the change in me before I have to cry. Not someone who loves the idea of who I could someday be, but the woman standing right here, as flawed and real as me. Love shouldn't feel like proving or earning your own place. It shouldn't ask you to be smaller or quieter in space. If love is real, it meets you where your truth is spoken plain, and it never needs reminding why you matter, why you stay. So if he comes with patience and a heart that's learned to bend, if he treats her past with kindness, not like something to defend, she won't rush into the moment, but she won't turn away. She's ready for a love that chooses her every day. I want love that knows my name, not just when the lights are low, but in the middle of the hard days when the doubts begin to show. If you're out there listening and you've been through the same, don't settle for less than love that truly knows your name. Real love doesn't guess, it stays. I've walked these roads 1,000 times, through shadows, rain, and pain. I felt love slip between my hands and wondered if it would remain. But there's a whisper in the quiet that
gentle voice I always hear, telling me love can come again, even after all the years. I've known nights that seemed too long, when tears blurred the light, felt the emptiness inside, when no one held me right. But time has a way of teaching, and hearts have a way to mend. Maybe tomorrow brings a chance to love and start again. If forever comes again, I'll meet it with open eyes. I'll hold it without fear and let it grow inside. I won't cling to yesterday or let the past remain. If forever comes again, I'll love without the pain. I've been betrayed by promises, by lovers who walked away, by friends who never stood when words would have stayed. I thought I'd never trust or open up my heart, but patience has its reward when healing plays its part. I've learned to honor silence and let time be a guide, to love someone fully without asking them to hide. Love isn't always perfect, but it's honest and it's true. And if forever comes again, I'll recognize it too. If forever comes again, I'll hold it like a flame. I won't be afraid to give or call it by its name. I'll let it live and breathe, not cage it in my hands. If forever comes again, I'll love the way it stands. Some hearts are meant to wander before they find their place. Some love takes time to settle, like sunlight on your face. So when it comes, I'll welcome every smile, every tear. I won't run from what is waiting, I'll hold it close, sincere. The night has taught me patience, the stars have shown me grace. Every scar is a reminder of what I've had to face. So if love finds me again, I'll be ready, I'll be strong. I'll give it all I have and know where I belong. If forever comes again, I'll meet it without fear. I'll hold it like a treasure and keep it close and near. I won't cling to yesterday or let the past remain. If forever comes again, I'll love without the pain. Love returns when hearts are ready, and ready I remain.
We didn't get it all right,
We stumbled, we sometimes fell, but every time we tried again, we gave the best we could tell. We laughed beneath the summer sky, we cried when storms rolled through. Even when it didn't last forever, we were honest, we were true. I've seen hearts that leave in haste and words that fade like smoke, but ours carried weight and warmth even when we nearly broke. We fought, we made amends, we held on when it was tough. Even if the world turned cold, we gave the best we could love. We loved the best we could, even when the nights were long, even when we didn't understand every right, every wrong. We held each other gently through the hurt, through the pain. We loved the best we could, and we'd do it all again. She waited, I sometimes failed. We missed the signs in time, but even in our quiet flaws, there was something pure and kind. We learned to say I'm sorry, to mean it when we spoke. And even if the past is gone, the memory isn't broke. Some nights I still remember the way her hand fit mine, the simple words, the fleeting smiles, the comfort of her quiet mind. We didn't need perfection, we just needed care and truth. And looking back, I realize we lived our love for proof. We loved the best we could, even when the roads were steep, even when we faltered, even when we'd weep through every small disaster and every little bend. We loved the best we could, and we'd do it all again. Love isn't measured by forever or how grand the story seems. It's in the quiet gestures. If you've ever held a heart and tried to make it yours, you've loved the best you could, and that love endures. So if tonight you feel alone or think you didn't care enough, remember, love is not perfection, it's holding on through rough. We gave what we were capable, and still we walked away. But we loved the best we could, and it matters to this day. We loved the best we could, through the joy and the pain, through the laughter and the sorrow, through the sunshine and the rain. We carried love like treasure. Though the ending came too soon, we loved the best we could, and we'd do it all again. Love that's real never disappears. It just teaches us to hold it dear. The clock ticks slow, The house is still and shadows stretch across the floor. I sit with memories in my hands of love that came and left the door. I think of all the words I said and all the things I left unsaid. Midnight makes you honest, friend. It pulls the covers from your head.
And I see the nights I walked away when I should have stayed to fight. The times I spoke before I thought and thought that pride was right. I wonder now what I could change if I had another chance. The truth arrives when no one hears, and every mistake gets its dance.
Midnight makes you honest when no one else is near. It shows you what you lost and what you should hold dear. It strips away the bravado and the stories you defend.
Midnight makes you honest
and sometimes makes amends. She loved me in her quiet way, not asking for the sun. She let me be, she let me learn the love I hadn't won. I thought I understood it all, but life has better plans, and lessons come in silent hours, not shouted from the stands.
I think of every empty chair and every hand I let slip by. I've learned that love is patience and pride will make it die. Some hearts can't wait forever, some truths can't wait at all. Midnight shows you every fault and every chance you stole.
Midnight makes you honest, shows the things you hide. It wakes the sleeping conscience and opens doors inside. It teaches grace, it teaches pain, it lets the heart defend.
Midnight makes you honest
and sometimes makes amends. If you've loved and lost in silence and wondered where you went wrong, remember nights like these exist to teach you what lasts, what's strong. It's not too late to see the truth or honor what remains, because midnight always knows, and love will call your name.
Now I sit with quiet hope and let the stars remind that love can heal and love can teach if you're willing to be kind. I'll do my best, I'll say my prayers and let regrets descend, because midnight makes you honest and sometimes helps you mend.
Midnight makes you honest, gives the heart a chance to see the love you wasted and give it one more dance. It strips away the bravado and the stories you defend.
Midnight makes you honest
and sometimes makes amends.
lives we know what truth remains.
She's been through storms and sleepless nights, watched love drift like sand. She's known the weight of empty vows and hearts that slip like hands. But now she sees a steady glow, a love that won't betray. It holds her gently every day and guides her all the way. No grand illusions, no bright fireworks, just a warmth that stays the same, the kind that speaks in quiet ways without ever asking fame. She smiles at simple gestures, she feels each tender touch, and knows that what she's always sought was never asking much. Steady as the moon, shining soft and true, a love that waits without rushing and stays close to you. It doesn't fade with the weather, it doesn't break or bend. Steady as the moon, a love that never ends. She trusts the silence in his voice and the honesty in his eyes. No games, no hiding from the truth, no ever-changing skies. She's learned that love is patience, not just the fire that burns. It's the hand that holds you gently in the heart that always returns. Every morning brings small proof that steady love exists, in quiet conversations and the warmth of shared kiss. She laughs at old mistakes and the heartbreak that she knew, because now she's found a love that's honest, strong, and true. Steady as the moon, shining soft and true, a love that waits without rushing and stays close to you. It doesn't fade with the weather, it doesn't break or bend. Steady as the moon, a love that never ends. No longer chasing shadows or praying for the past. She knows that real love comes and this one's built to last. No need to wonder, no need to fear, no pretending, no disguise. She's finally found a love that stays and never lies. Now she rests with open heart and a peace that feels so rare. She's learned that lasting love isn't always loud or fair. It just shows up every day in the ways that matter most, and in that quiet presence she's found the love she chose. Steady as the moon, shining soft and true, a love that waits without rushing and stays close to you. It doesn't fade with the weather,
It doesn't break or bend, steady as the moon, a love that never ends. Love that's steady is love that stays.
She's walked through storms, through empty nights, felt love betray her trust. She's seen promises like shadows fade, and hearts that turn to dust. But there's a fire that never dies, deep in a patient heart. It whispers softly in the dark, you can love again, restart.
She's cried the tears that heal the soul and mended broken dreams. She's learned to listen to her voice above the loud extremes.
The past may linger in her mind, but it can't hold her down.
She rises slowly with the dawn and lifts her own renown.
Hearts that rise again know how to bend but never break. They learn from every sorrow and the lessons that they take. Though love may bruise or leave, it can teach us how to stand. Hearts that rise again know the strength of gentle hands.
She's trusted carefully but still keeps hope alive inside. She knows that love is worth the risk, though it comes with changing times.
She won't harden what makes her human or hide the way she feels. She's found that broken hearts can mend when love is truly real.
Every friend who let her down, every tear that made her small, taught her how to walk with grace and rise above it all. She smiles at every lesson and treasures what she learns, because every wind that fades away is a heart that rises, burns.
Hearts that rise again know how to bend but never break. They learn from every sorrow and the lessons that they take. Though love may bruise or leave, it can teach us how to stand. Hearts that rise again know the strength of gentle hands.
Remember, hearts that rise again still reach up for the sky.
You've been through storms, you face the night, but dawn is always near.
Keep your hands open to love again and let it calm your fear. She walks with quiet courage now, no longer lost, unsure. She knows that love will come again, and this one can endure.
Her heart is stronger than she thought. Her hope shines like a flame. She's living proof that women heal and love can rise again.
Hearts that rise again know how to bend but never break. They learn from every sorrow and the lessons that they take.
Though love may bruise or leave, it can teach us how to stand. Hearts that rise again know the strength of gentle hands. I've been patient, I've been kind, I've given all my heart. I've stayed through storms and silent nights, even when we fell apart. I've learned that love can teach you the value of your soul, that the one who truly loves you will never let you go.
I've cried for every broken vow and every missed embrace. I've longed for hands that hold me close and a heart that keeps its place.
I won't settle for the shadows or someone who drifts away.
I know my worth, my tender heart, and I'll wait another day.
I deserve a love like this, that lifts me when I fall, that stays beside me through the night and answers every call. I deserve a love that listens, that honors what I give. I won't accept less anymore.
I know how I should live.
No more chasing after echoes of a love that wasn't real.
No more hoping for excuses or apologies to heal.
I'll give my heart to someone who meets me eye to eye
and holds me in the quiet ways where real love cannot lie.
I've seen hearts that fade too soon and lovers who walked away, but patience has its own reward and truth will have its day. I won't rush what's meant to stay, I won't bow to fleeting bliss. I've earned the right to something true. I deserve a love like this, that lifts me when I fall, that stays beside me through the night and answers every call. I deserve a love that listens, that honors what I give. I won't accept less anymore.
I know how I should live. is the one that makes me whole.
It's not about perfection or grandiose displays.
It's in the gentle moments and the steady, loving ways.
So if you've waited long and wonder if love will find your side,
remember, hearts that know their worth are never left to hide.
I'll open mine when it's ready and meet the one who's true. 'Cause I deserve a love like this, and I know I'll see it through. I deserve a love like this, that lifts me when I fall, that stays beside me through the night and answers every call. I deserve a love that listens, that honors what I give. I won't accept less anymore. I know how I should live.
Is the love you deserve.
Held the hurt inside my chest, kept memories that bite. I've carried blame in endless nights and wrestled with the fight.
But now I see that holding on only keeps the pain away. Forgiveness is the quiet key that teaches hearts to take.
I won't forget the lessons learned or all the tears I cried, but I won't let them define me or the love I hold inside.
Open doors I shut before and let the light come through. Because forgiving doesn't weaken me, it lets me start anew.
Letting go, loving still, I free my heart, I choose my will. I won't let past mistakes dictate the love I feel. Letting go, loving still, I find the strength to heal and trust that love will come again with a heart that's real.
Doesn't rush or demand. It meets you where you are and gently takes your hand.
I won't fear the open road or the chance to love again, because the past can't cage the soul or tell the heart its end.
Some hearts leave scars that whisper, some words linger too long, but forgiveness brings a freedom that turns the ache to song.
I'll cherish love without regret and walk with quiet grace. No shadow of betrayal can take the light's own place. Letting go, loving still, I free my heart, I choose my will. I won't let past mistakes dictate the love I feel. Letting go, loving still, I find the strength to heal and trust that love will come again with a heart that's real. It takes courage to forgive, to release what's held too long, but in that gentle action the heart grows brave and strong.
I'll love without conditions, I'll trust without the chains, because letting go of anger only leaves what remains.
Now I walk with open arms and gratitude inside for all the love I've given and the lessons time supplied.
I welcome what is honest, I'll cherish what is true. Letting go and loving still is what I've learned to do.
Letting go, loving still, I free my heart, I choose my will. I won't let past mistakes dictate the love I feel. Letting go, loving still, I find the strength to heal and trust that love will come again with a heart that's real.
Forgive, release and love again.
After all the nights of longing, after storms and tears gone by, love returned in quiet ways beneath the soft and starlit sky. No fireworks or sudden blaze, just steady hands and eyes, a heart that listens carefully and never tells me lies. I felt my walls come slowly down as trust began to grow. The gentle kind of love I'd missed, the kind that doesn't show. It's strength in words, but in the acts that prove it every day. And in its warmth I find my peace and let the old fears fade away. When love finds its way, it doesn't shout or demand. It holds you gently, tenderly, and offers its steady hand. When love finds its way, it's patient, kind, and true. It shows up softly in your life and stays to carry you.
quiet. It's not always loud or fast. It grows in small, consistent ways, the kind that truly lasts. It meets me where I'm fragile and lifts me when I fall. It doesn't hide from honesty or let the heart feel small. No need to rush or question, no need for doubt or fear. It whispers hope into my soul and makes the future clear. I finally understand the gift of someone who stays near, a love that came when I was ready and wiped away the tears. When love finds its way, it doesn't shout or demand. It holds you gently, tenderly, and offers its steady hand. When love finds its way, it's patient, kind, and true. It shows up softly in your life and stays to carry you. It's in the little things it shows, the quiet smiles, the gentle care, the hands that stay when storms arrive, the love that's always there. I've waited long, I've learned to hope, and now my heart can say I finally know the kind of love that finds its gentle way. I walk with peace inside my soul and gratitude that grows for all the lessons, all the pain that led me to this glow. Now every step is lighter, every dawn feels new, because love has found its way again, and I found someone true. When love finds its way, it doesn't shout or demand. It holds you gently, tenderly, and offers its steady hand. When love finds its way, it's patient, kind, and true. It shows up softly in your life and stays to carry you. Love comes softly, but it stays.
I sit beside the window pane and watch the night go by. I think of love I've held and lost, of every whispered sigh, the roads I've walked, the hearts I've met, the joy, the tears, the scars, all woven into memories like old familiar stars.
I've loved with hope, I've loved with fear, I've trusted and I've learned. Each heartbreak was a teacher, and every flame that burned to show me what is worthy and what I should release. The night reminds me softly that in letting go there's peace.
Reflections in the dark show the paths I've walked before, every love that shaped me, every time I close the door. Reflections in the dark teach me lessons I still hold, that love is never wasted, even when it
turns to gold.
And true love never ends. It leaves a mark, a tender glow, a warmth inside the heart. It teaches us the value of every end and every start.
The friends who stayed, the ones who left, the lovers that I knew, all played a part in shaping me and showing what is true. I carry all their voices, but I carry mine as well. Reflections in the quiet night are stories I can tell. Reflections in the dark show the paths I've walked before. Every love that shaped me, every time I close the door. Reflections in the dark teach me lessons I still hold. That love is never wasted, even when it turns to gold. No need to dwell in sorrow,
no need to hide the pain.
the night reminds me gently that we grow through loss and gain.
Every tear and every smile, every heart I let depart, has built the woman I am now and strengthened my own heart.
I see the moonlight on the floor and feel a soft embrace. It whispers that the love I've known is part of every grace.
I smile at what I've lived through and all the love that's true. Reflections in the dark tonight remind me who I grew.
Reflections in the dark show the paths I've walked before. Every love that shaped me, every time I close the door. Reflections in the dark teach me lessons I still hold. That love is never wasted, even when it turns to gold. Reflections guide the heart.